Hello, YouTube and universe. Welcome to Scarstone Productions. I'm your host, Morro, here to bring you everything new on your favorite brands and more. And today we'll be talking about a big leak that happened on the Hasbro side of Beyblade X. But before we begin, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification so you don't miss another video like this. Because it may be a small click for you guys, but it's a big help for me and the channel. Thank you. Without further ado, let's begin.
You know, the last time I saw it leak this bad, it was Drake related.
Wait, we are not bringing that up. I don't want to think about that at the moment. And I'm not talking about those type of leaks.
Whatever.
But anyway, recently Hasbro updated their rules for the, competitive side of Beyblade X. And on the terms, as you can see, there is a highlighted link. And when you press onto that, it goes over all the allowed parts and bays in the competition. But what they forgot to do was to, monitor it. And by that, I mean they showed off everything. Yeah. Everything was shown off. What they're going to do for the future, and it's a lot. Now, let's talk about stuff that that we've already gotten before, but it's getting a Hasbro release. The first two are actually Cobalt Drake with his stock combo and Koi Orochi in its stock combo. So, we're getting those two rare bays, and I'm happy about that. Honestly, I've wanted a Orochi cluster for a while now, because I loved how it's designed, and plus, snake motifs are some of my favorite bays. So, I was gonna plan to get it eventually if I made that much to get it internationally. But if it's getting a Hasbro release, we don't have to worry about that. And then getting the clear version of Cobalt Drake is like a dream come true because, again, I don't have these two, and I want them. And getting them in Hasbro markets will be amazing to get. Then another thing is we're also going to get the Spear Scorpio in Hasbro markets, which is a good little bay. I personally like it. We're going to get Bronchio Whip, another good bay that I am planning on getting, eventually at least. And yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, let's actually talk about the new stuff. Let's go from one that I feel like almost everyone knew was going to come out eventually. Nether Incendio, or as it's called in Takaratomi markets, Hell's Nether. And it looks very cool. Obviously, it has the 5-bladed chain design that Hell's Chain had, which is very cool, and I love the avatar in the center. And it is a UX expanded base, so it seems each member of Persona is getting at least one version of an expanded blade, with, of course, Bird getting this bay, Multi getting Knight Fortress, and Exu is getting that new Dran. I always forget his name. I think it was Dran Strike. I'm not too sure. But yeah, it's pretty cool that all of them are getting expanded bays. Now, for the parts, since this is an expanded bay, there is no ratchet, so it's a fused part. But for its bit, we are getting zapped with it, which is it's an okay bit. I personally like it, as I said, with Scorpio. But, yeah, I think it's very cool, at least. And I might just get it because, I love all the Hell's Bays. I use them a lot. Even though I'm a defensive player, they're one of my few balance type bays that I actually get a ton of play out of. So, yeah, always good to get a new one. Now, that's the bay we've been knowing was going to come out for a while now. Let's talk about some of this new stuff as well. And starting off with the attack type, we have Tread Croc TQ 550 Gear Needle. Now, I get annoyed because Hasbro doesn't actually say the name of the assist blades or bits. But, yeah. Reroll with it. Anyway, Tread Croc is a unique pool. And now, I know they recently also re-released the Bike Croc in its Coro magazine exclusive look with a string launcher. And now we're getting this, so Croc just keeps winning, in my opinion at least. And obviously it looks to be a CX design, though I'm not too sure if it's normal CX or CX expanded. But from the looks of it, I'm probably betting it's expanded based off of how the top looks. And I wish we could know more about the assist blade other than its name being TQ. Maybe it's turn something. Not too sure. But having 550 that's pretty good for how the design looks. And then Gear Needle, which a little weird that it's an attack type combo with Gear Needle. But I think it might also work as a defense type as well, because look at how chunky this is. So we'll just have to wait and see why it was put under the attack type banner. But since we're already talking about defensive bays, let's go to the next bay, that being C's Jaguar HN. And might I say, I don't remember the last time we actually got a Jaguar motif in Beyblade. Wait, let me not lie. I think the last time we got it was in Turbo, but even then, that was a while ago. So getting a new Jaguar motif is pretty cool. And just like the Hell's Nether, this is a UX expanded bay. So no ratchet, it's a fused one. But for its gimmick, it seems to be like not stabilization, but basically just wearing down the opponent, because look at that blue layer it has. It's obviously might be used for like counterattacks, lowering the enemy's stamina. So I'm genuinely wondering how that's going to work. And for its bid high needle, not the best in the game. It's alright. There are always better defense options, though, if I'm being completely honest. But it looks very interesting, and I can't wait to see where it goes. Now, let's finish this type chart wheel with moving into the stamina type, that being Glare Cyclops 755 Free Ball. I'm sorry, every time I think of free ball, I think of when someone doesn't wear underwear in their pants. I'm sorry. But yeah, I love the motif, and I love how creepy it looks with just the eyeball being there, and I would love to see how the avatar is if this does end up being in the show. But yeah, it looks very cool. I love the rounded design, and I know Takara Tomy is going to nerf this somehow by adding like uneven weight on it. Also, this is a BX expanded bay. So, that's pretty cool. This will be our third one, technically, with Drone Strike and Heaven's Ring, or Ring Aether, depending on how you like it. So, yeah, pretty good that we finally completed the 3 types for the BX expanded line. But yeah, it looks very cool, and I cannot wait to see it in person. I love the little motifs, and I love how you can even see eyeballs on the 2 sides if you actually look at it. Very cool. And 555, simple ratchet bit, but from what I've seen, it's a pretty good simple ratchet. And free ball, one of the top tier bits in my opinion for stamina types. Now that's it for our main 3 types. Let's move on to the balance with the one I am loving the motif for, that being Suppressed Superion 070 Low Point. And yeah, this is Spriggan. One of my favorite bays from the Burst generation. Now, I didn't get the last 2 versions of Spriggan. My last one was World Spriggan from Sparking. But it feels so good to get the Spriggan motif in X now. And that gives us, technically 3 of the motif, 4 motifs from Burst. That being Ragnarok, Valkyrie, and Bahamut. So, yeah, feels good to get another spring. Though I wonder why they chose to put it in the BX expanded line. If it were me, I would put it in the UX expanded line and make it a dual spinning bay, because that's one of the things Spriggan was known for near the end of Beyblade Burst. Though that's just me though. I would love to see what it does in person, and I love how it even has homage to Requiem Spriggan with how the shape of the blade is. And all in all, I really love this design, and it even has I always forget what's the one before Requiem, but yeah, it has that version as an avatar. So yeah, I'm happy about that. But no, that's really it when it comes to Beyblade X. Honestly, Hasbro might be cooking next year. I don't know when these blades are coming out, but I want them. And can we call these the Hasleaks? Because that's basically what they are, the Hasleaks. I now petition it as the Hasleaks. But anyway, that's it for the video, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed it. And let me know in the comments, what do you think about it? Do you like it? Do you not? Are you excited for these new bays to be coming out? Let me know. And if that's everything, that's a wrap. Fade to black. Thanks for watching.